business advice, bro. It's like getting business advice from someone who was born into money versus someone who had to struggle. The person who's born into money, their advice is not the same as a person who's had to figure it out. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because Lomuntu is just going to be like, hey, bro, just get a grandfather who's a billionaire. How do I fix that shit?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Amazimba.
But namhlanje ngiyenzanga ke mistake ke namhlanje.
Today was not a mistake, brother.
No, njengoba ngibona ngikhathele.
No, it was not a mistake.
Njengoba ngibona ngikhathele. Njengoba ngibona ngikhathele. Sizwe tu, babe.
Mr. Penson.
Nti that's record. You are ghost namhlanje ngwana.
Insizwe sebenza kanzi.
Bro?
Insizwe sebenza kanzi.
The sound imnandi, no?
No. I just come bro. I just come from an event now. And I'm meant to be there like till 10.
Then what in?
I'm telling you. I'm taking you to the toilet. Sing now.
Uthi Aisha bafethu.
No, vele ngavaya, bro. Vele ngavaya. Azange ngivalelise next.
Why didn't you tell them you can't?
Do I come I was there. Good afternoon. I was there, bro. I took pictures and what I was there, though. So what now? I must become their slave. I can't, bro. That's why we struggle with certain things because we love and value our autonomy.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true.
We love the freedom. We love the fact that we move like based on how we want to move, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's what we value most high. Freedom. Saying what we want to say, doing what we want to say.
That's true. You know?
Do you have talking points for today?
I only have two things.
Yeah.
Once Dubai is settled, that's why I'm going to check to write. Because I want to hear his opinion. I mean, it's just two things.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's a book called The Psychology of Money. I think I'll get the book. After these two chapters, they sound dope. So I got the audio book. And
yeah,
chapter,
I don't read.
You don't read?
No, I don't read.
Once the audio book is nice, I then read.
No.
I then get the book.
No, I'm at gym every day. I'm doing 2 days at gym.
So, two? I was on my session day too.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm trying to lose weight.
Oh.
I'm trying to lose weight. So I don't think reading is efficient.
What's it?
I don't. Because if I'm driving, let's say with traffic, 30 minutes spans, plus you're dropping off the kids, then you're going to span, so that's 45 minutes. And then rinse, repeat, another 40, that's an hour and a half. Né? Gym is an hour.
Yeah.
Now that I'm like walking or doing cardio, that's another 30 minutes. So I'm like, I can listen to an audiobook for 2.5 hours a day. Sure. Audiobook is what, 8 hours?
Yeah. Depending on which one. The full night one is 15 hours or 12 hours.
Yeah, those are crazy. I'm just saying the standard audiobook.
Yeah, the one that I'm listening to.
Hours.
Yeah, the one I'm listening to now is 5:46 hours.
Yeah, and I listen to it at 1.25 speed. So for me, it takes me 5 hours. So I know, Guti, worst case scenario, it's going to take me a week to listen to.
Try audiobook. Yeah, no, I love audiobooks, man.
How long does it take the average person to read? Because reading means that you have to create a space and time to zone in.
I don't know.
So how? No, but like I'm saying, if you got kids, if you got this,
yeah, no, you don't have time.
So now that means you can read when you take a shit, right?
No.
So now you're taking a shit. Now you're forcing yourself 15 minutes to be reading. You'll read when you take a shit. You'll read before you go to bed, which is not. So it means best case scenario. Best case, you're reading for 45 minutes a day. Yeah. How long will it take you to read a Kunzwe book?
And I think the only time I read efficiently, like if I was like full on, is in the holidays. December, so during the year, maybe once or twice a week. My audio books are the way, bro. Let me tell you what this book says.
Yeah.
So the chapter that I was at.
Anyway, I think reading is. But you're on Audible.
Yes, I'm saying I get right now. I'm doing the audio book first. Then I'm gonna buy the book.
Apologies.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna get them. Then the chapter is luck and risk. It's chapter 2, and this guy speaks about that you must never compare yourself with anyone. Like the thing we speak about, you wanna be a billionaire, behave like the gents.
Yeah.
You know, but this guy breaks it down like insanely. He's like, if you knew some of the things.
So I'm just trying to take off my shoes.
It's same, it's hot. Some of the things that these guys had to go through, or the time they were born in, it's impossible for you to become that person.
No, you can't.
This guy gives this analogy. Bill Gates, one of the richest guys.
It goes back to the outliers.
Njayam. He says in
Parents.
1968, besides even the parents thing is part of it. 1968, there were 303 million people that attended high school. In 1968, 303 million of high school people in the whole world. Ne? Remember, Bill Gates went to Lakeside High, Lakeside School. I think it's in Washington, Seattle. So from that 303 million, 18 million of them lived in the USA. 18 million. 207,000 of them lived in Washington. 101 lived in Seattle. 300 went to Lakeside High School. 300. Yeah? And at that time, there were only 1,000 computers in the world. Lakeside was the only school in that era that had this computer. So there were 1,000 computers globally in 1968. Lakeside was one of those schools that had that computer. And Bill Gates was one of the guys that had access to that computer.
And now the question is, why did he have access to computer?
Exactly.
Now you go back to the parents.
Exactly.
It goes to that chat when we spoke
So
about
now
talent
you're like,
versus wow.
Now you say, I want to be Bill Gates. But 1 in a million people attended a school that had a computer. In 1968.
Billy Gates.
In 1968, 1 in a million people had access to a computer. Bill Gates was one of them. And the guy's like, in fact, you can say whatever you want to say, Proami. You will never become Bill Gates. No matter what you say. Then he speaks about how they actually got the computer. There was a World War II, World War I veteran that was a teacher at the school. How they were communicating in the wars. He thought there's something, man, he couldn't understand, how am I communicating with these people in the war thing? Then he figured out, no, man, this is a computer. He's a teacher there now, retired war veteran. He's like, guys, let's get a flipping computer. He goes to Bill Gates' mother. She was running a charity in the school. They used to make, 300,000 a year or something ridiculous. He's like, guys, with your donations, can you guys buy a computer? Then they buy a computer. Then the guy's like, for you to become Bill Gates in Jayam, it's almost impossible.
It's those stupid things that we say. We'll say, do you know Bill Gates dropped out of Harvard? But he had to get in to drop out. Tina, askwazi kungenida malini. You can't drop out of it, Malin.
Yes.
So you can't get in just to get out. It goes back to a conversation that we had on Wednesday around that talent thing, bro. Because we say this, and I always say, I guess, and I'm doubling down now. I'm zoned in. I don't believe there's talent, because I just think that there's opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think that there's uncontrollables. If the uncontrollables is what we call talent, then I'll
Sharp.
Yeah, but so much of it is, what do we? I work in media. I work in advertising, and we struggle with where can we, what's the word I'm looking for? Not credit. Snap.
Verify?
And you see, I'm shy. The word is going to come to me.
Sure.
So if you go and you buy Levi's jeans, right?
Trek. Is that the word? Okay, sure. That's fine. Say your story.
It's going to get to me. So we look at the advertising journey. Ne? Awareness. If you're in high school, you know ADA. In high school, they call it ADA. They call it awareness, interest, desire, then action.
Okay.
You know. So in that process, where do we credit the reason why you went to go buy Levi's jeans? Is it an ad that you saw on TV? Is it a post that you saw on Instagram? Or is it a matter of when you were ready, you Googled closest Levi's store and then you went there?
Sure.
You know, so the biggest challenge that we have now is that Google takes all the credit because they're the last points before sale.
Okay.
You know, not the fact that you saw a ad for Levi's jeans 10 years ago and you're like, yo, one day when I have a job, I'll be able to afford Levi's jeans. We don't go and give that ad credit, or a radio station, or a Grootman that lived down the road. And I think that's become the biggest challenge. We actually we don't know where to attribute the points of sale. So Google, because they're the last one to serve you the ad because you searched for it, they didn't get the attribution. Oh, Google does a phenomenal job because they're the ones that actually, they're the ones that actually make, We don't understand attribution as a model, and we don't understand the reason why.
Yeah.
So we'll look at Bill Gates and we'll say he's a billionaire, he's successful, but we can't attribute that. What made him that? Is it the parents? Is it the environment that he was brought up in? Is it him? Is it his mates? Is it the teacher? There's so many variables that go into play. So then we'll just say it's him and his talent. Uvusi Themekwayo says this line where he says, inking with us as black people is when a concept is too complex, we try and simplify it.
Yeah.
We simplify it to a point where we say, "Kushuthi bangiloyile."
Yeah.
The reason why I can't get through, I can't get this job, I can't get this, bangiloyile. The reason why my wedding or my marriage is not working out is just tagatiu. The reason why it's racism. The reason why is because I'm a man. The reason why there's always a reason
the
that
wrong surname.
There's wrong surname, right?
Yeah.
We simplify it because we don't want to break down the reason. I mean, I said with clients all the time, and I was like, you guys put in 70% of your digital budget to Google because of this attribution thing, because they were the last points of contact before the sale. But you don't know what planted the seed.
Yeah.
You don't know what actually made me say, I will go and get that. But like, it's lazy thinking. And here's the thing, we sit time and time again and we say we want to be a Bill Gates, we want to be this person, we want to be that person, we want to be that person. But there's so many variables that go into play. And then you fail. You want to be a Ronnie Coleman. Or Ronnie Coleman, maybe Jovisteros part empty. So now when you busy, if it's with a protein shake, with a tuna, and jongos, with a banana.
But you're right, man. When you broke it down, especially that first number, 303 million high school students in the world.
Dog, we live a clumsy life, bro.
Yeah.
You know, we live a life full of hope, bro. It's so onto church is all about faith and hope. So we live a life based on that. And we think we're going to become millionaires because we've got faith and hope.
And this guy says, he says, at the end of it, we will never ever know. Ever. Because this guy says in the book, there were three guys. Two guys that get founded in Microsoft. There was a third guy. This guy, Gates, admitted that he was more talented than him. He says he would have been the third founder of Microsoft. Uboya border, grade 11. Uhambe go mountain, what? Climbing, what? A border. Gates says this guy would have been the other founder of this thing. And then you realize, good you. I'm like,
I was in a brass band. And I remember in grade 11. I think I'd honed the skill. And I had so many peers, kids, parents saying they want their kids, when are you talented? And I'm like, you don't know my journey, bro. Yeah, no. So you don't know how many hours I've put in to get to this point. So for you to just merely say, I want, you seeing me on the other side. You're not seeing the beginning of this. And you're seeing on the other side, and then you're saying, if my child joined the band, it's they going to become...
That's already. So they're asking the wrong question. The question should be, what actually does it take for you to become
one?
this?
We're the only school in the whole of Newcastle that has a brass band.
One? Already.
So that's already that.
Yeah.
The brass band has what? 35 people.
Yeah.
You need to be part of the 35 people. We take about 5 new people a year. So you need to be part of that 5 people. Can you see? And of that 5 people, maybe 4 of them are grade 8s. When are you in grade 11? So already you've missed it out. So like there's so many variables that we don't do this. So when I read these books, capitalism, how to become a millionaire, I'm saying, what is the secret sauce?
There isn't.
No, but I'm saying, what is it that is not being told in the book.
Yeah.
So I will hear someone give me counsel. And I was like, what is it that you are not saying? Like there has to be that thing that you're not saying. Hey, bro, I'm seeing you got a beautiful family. How do I get this and that and that? I'm like, so my ex, we were dating 2 years in. 2009. 2009, she says, I want to have 3 sons, 2 years apart. And I go, I was like, you know that I determine the sex of a child. She's like, yeah, but I've got the formula now. I've spoken to enough OBGYNs and specialists. I know what to do. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, yeah, whatever, sure. She's like, I want to have 3 kids. They're all going to be born in the first 3 months of the year to set them up, and they're going to be 2 years apart. I'm like, cool. This is happening 2009. She's like, I'm going to have the first one in 2016, then the second one in 2018, and the last one 2020. This is 2009. Jesus. I'm like, all right, cool, fam. Uzita's born January 2016. Untanzi is born February 2018. Undim was born February 2020. People give praise to me. How much control do you think I had?
Next.
She knew what to eat, how to eat it. We were on a fucking 9 schedule. There was times where she's like, no, you're not doing nothing. She's like, you're not doing that. Hey, bruh. She had it to a T. She knew the difference between how she was telling me, the male sperm swims faster, but it dies out quicker. The female sperm swims slower, but it lasts longer. So she knew, okay, she's at this point of her ovulation. She narrowed it down to a science. So now people are going to say, hey, bro, when's the to be number 5? I don't know, because I can tell you with my last one, there's so many things in that thing that people don't want to share, or people don't know what that thing is, because I don't know what that thing is. She knew what that thing was.
Guys, I hope you guys spam science.
But she knew science. But I'm saying, people are going to ask me.
There's a science.
And I'm telling people, I don't know.
Yes,
she knew. She called us in 2019. She went down to the year of each of her kids were being born. And to this, they were born then. 3 sons, 2 years apart, first 3 months of the year.
Hectic.
I was like, yeah. There are people like that, bro. There are people that can break things down to a science. So when we read these books about entrepreneurs, there's people that sit down and break it down, like, as you're saying, there's so many millions of people, so many thousands of people, so many hundreds of people, so many tens of people, until they get to that point.
The main character.
It goes back to the talent. We call it talent to some people that call it science, and they've done the maths.
But then I guess for someone to have that kind of approach, the idea of like, it's not like she wanted to have kids, but she didn't say, because
that's faith and hope.
She was very clear, and she was like, yo, and the baby is supposed to be this sex.
Yeah. Okay.
And because she knows what she wants the baby to be, then the next question was, I need to know how to make that baby.
Yeah.
And not be hopeful about making that baby.
Yeah. She stopped drinking a year before the boy was born. Like she like I was watching her diet, her training, her exercising, her this, her that. It was so meticulous.
Yeah, and
it was incredibly meticulous. Like the OCD came out. And I'm like, ugh. And I remember Guti like, no, we're not drinking this much. This is what you are drinking now. I'm like, but no. We phuza neat. Like dish in a local. Like literally ending se phuza ma juice, I was phuza ma coke nan. You know, we've got like meatless Mondays, meatless Thursdays. Yonke ukudla ngisho ngithola inyama sekhona nesalad. I was like, Jesus Christ, what are you trying to do? She broke it down to a science. It was no longer faith and hope. It was no longer magic of talents. It was no longer It was straight cut.
Then the question is, for those who are struggling in whatever they're struggling with, why don't they have the ability to then implement such? Is it that you don't want it enough? Like, what is it? Because that's what you always ask, okay, how does this affect the next person?
I mean, I think people don't know how hard it is to achieve something. Like you want to run and finish the comrades, you want to, but you haven't done the research to say, if I want to run and finish the comrades in 12 hours, let's backtrack. The comrades are what, in June, I would assume.
Yeah, mid-year.
Let's say you've never run before. If I want to run and finish it in 12 hours, when do I start training? What does that look like as I start? Am I hitting every single milestone? Have I gone and researched how? I remember we did the comrades Snow Lungelo, and one of the things that really shocked us was our seeding from the start. So there's thousands of people. So let's say you're super fit, you're running 10 kilometers in 50 minutes.
Sure.
When you're doing the comrades, because there's thousands of people in front of you, and if you've got a bad seeding, like that first 10 kilometers, you might do it in 2 hours. That throws your whole time off. But if you've done enough research, you can then adjust to that. You know, if you've done enough research, you know when to calculate your peas, your poops, your what. You know how much magnesium you have in your body, at what point you'll cramp. You know every single thing. If you've never run a marathon, you know you need Vaseline on your nipples or you'll chafe and they'll bleed. All those little things, if you've done enough research, you remove the guesswork. The more you research is the more you remove the guesswork. And you can get to a point where it can become so clinical in
like
everything that you
practice,
do.
right?
Sorry?
It's like practice.
It's like anything. You know, so you study, do, iterate. Study, do, iterate. Study, do, iterate. The whole time to improve something. Tina, from my experience at least, one, I don't study. I just jump in. Yeah, which
figure it out while you're in it.
Most people don't even jump in. They watch us jump in and they judge from the side. So I don't study. Some people study and then they jump in. And once they jump in, they're like, what did I do wrong? Let me iterate this. How can I shift it? You know, and then they sit and they do post, you know, let's do a debrief. What did I do right? I've seen guys at gym with little notebooks. I've never had a notebook at gym. So I can't tell you, Guti, how much I lifted in 2018. There's people that can tell you, Guti, exactly what they had for breakfast in 2018 on the 17th of September. They can tell you what they had for breakfast. And because they had this for breakfast, what that gave them in terms of, they have created the patterns. It's science for them. Tina, we just go, therefore, but you don't know what other variables he's factored in.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. So for us, it becomes a hopeful thing. As on that, we are so hopeful in our approach to anything. Relationships, business.
Is it because we don't like hard things? Because that's my other thing that I'm always trying to figure out is about that you're right. Everything is, I'm like, so when are you putting in the effort? Or we're not willing to go through the pain?
I think
the easiest answer is always God.
I think we just don't know. I think, Tina, as on that, we just don't know. We don't know what we don't know. Therefore, we'll never know. And a lot of our brothers and sisters aren't curious, and they don't sit and say, hey, I don't know. How can I figure it out? So even when they fail, you know, like I'll give a perfect example. I remember when I was in high school, all men would give you the tests back, you know. Bambing test, you are born to 45, you fold it, you put it upside down.
Yeah.
I remember the smarter kids, the strong kids who would get like 88, they'd look and they'd go through the entire test with like a fine tooth comb. They'd go through everything because they're trying to, where did I go wrong? If I were to redo this test, could I get 100% now that I have, and they redo the test in their own time, so that they can do it until they get this test perfect. This is where I've missed. For us, a solo 55 or 45, we fold, we put it to. if we were to be given the same test, exact same test 2 weeks from now, we might get even lower.
Yeah.
Because we never did the graft of saying, where can I improve? We go from one toxic relationship to the next toxic relationship to the next. After 10 toxic relationships, we just say, all these women are hoes.
Mara fe nani te without ba chola. Uyachola utampa umuntu or niyatampana. A month later, you're in another one.
Month? Why it's a month? Umuntu dampe Thursday. Saturday usuphethe usibona.
Why?
Makes sense.
Yini that ain't
because
Why
tell you one?
Oh, no. You must figure yourself out, man. Like what's going on in my life?
I don't think so. Like, isn't ziyashesha? No, not to say that I think that people must move on quickly, but I just don't think that the world we live in is like that. It's not one where you take some time off, and then most grand we are way gaming. It's like inxeba uyangithola liyophola phambili.
But I think, I read something a long time ago. They spoke about whenever you need to speak about self or what you're going through, never put in the world, because it makes it easier to digest, and you're not accounting to self.
No, but
so why can't it be me?
But why must I count to self though? Why must I count to self?
It's easy, and I need to open komba.
No, I'm
the flop. That's the problem.
Yeah, because that's
and I'll tell you, vandaag.
That's so tough, bro.
No, it's tough. I'll tell you, vandaag. What is going on? Yeah, I'm not phezulu ngiyaspana ngiyabona wena mangikhathele no.
Sure.
Just need to think. Ngaploma yiphansi ngathi phone ngayibeka phansi ngathi in 20 minutes ngashaya reminder. I haven't done that in a while. Like in a while where I'm not touching anything. I'm just in my thoughts. It's scary, man. After 5 minutes, hey, because I'm not used to. I need to touch something, man. I need to speak to someone. I need to
we can't
do
drive,
something.
We can't drive without music or a podcast playing.
We've got a problem,
we can't
man.
go to gym. We do, dog.
No, we've got a serious problem.
I haven't been single since 2004.
I'm fine.
I'm agreeing to what you're saying. Well, I'm lying. I was single for 10 days in 2023. Yeah, Bang Dampa 2023. Bang Dampa, I was single for 10 days.
Yeah, I'll tell you thing. Give Bang Dampa Benantana.
Yeah.
Ngalandela oncoming traffic. Jump. Dampa boy.
You were in your thoughts for sure.
I was in my thoughts, man. Yeah, boy. Here's the choice. You get to choose play number 1 way.
Yeah.
Hangangena.
Mina Bang Dampa 10 days later. Not because I think Jola, but within 10 days, ngahlangana nalo sislo. Ngaringa nalo sislo ngathi plani, wathi angina plan, ngathi mina nginayo plan. Ngathi zi. Wathi sure, ngathi zi. But don't you need more time to be by yourself and figure yourself out? Ngathi word. I'm scared to be.
You speaking like let's date.
Let's date. I mean, we are desperate for love, bro. Yeah. We are desperate for love.
Nah.
That's like getting fired at work, né? And then expecting someone to just take a breather for like 6 months. I'm going to say
that's different, man. There's an economic.
No, they're desperate for money.
Yeah.
I'm desperate for
love.
Yeah, why is it get down?
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
No.
Sinama insecurities, sinama traumas etu, sine package. I'm going to be like, I'm broken. So I'm going around looking for.
You're looking for love.
For someone who's on kanda mos. So number one no corner. You see it, bro. You see it all the time, and it's literally like then the pattern repeats itself. Angwazi, bro. I wish, like I've learned this literally for the first time this year. Like, if things, God forbid, touch wood, sure. If things don't work out, I have to at least 6 months alone. Inkinga.
Be careful with your words.
I'm trying to find the right words. Inkinga is that as much as I'd love to be single, I want to apply aggressively.
Yeah.
Kodwa usisi okusele DM manje emavikini.
Sure.
Uthi imi. Mlotshwa, do you guys believe in his temple? Ne? Question mark. And I say, yeah, well, we are traditionalist. Traditional. She's like, look for application. Cela ungiboleke inamba kaMem khona ngizokhuluma naye. Ngithi hawu, sesiwami. Sekunjalo.
Seyisukile Dube.
Seyisukile.
Hawu.
Phela yabona. So kunzima ukuthi ube single because as much as I know what the right thing
To do.
is one, and this is me being honest,
Sure.
is to stay celibate because having sex also clouds your judgment. Moving away from spaces with the opposite sex because just their energy throws you off as a man, especially as a single man who's trying to figure out themselves. Yeah. So being in a space where there's the opposite sex type of energy besides your family, obviously, and then the sex. If you can say, I'm going to be in a dungeon and work on myself for 6 months, I think that you're going to become that type of guy. I don't have the discipline. I don't have the ability to, because I'm weak, I'm broken. So give me nje. Mayithi usithi angithanda ngithi amekuthanda.
Listen, I'm in a whole year.
Ujoli. Ukajoli.
Yo, man.
Can you be celibate for a whole year?
Celibate. Yeah, it's tough.
What do you think? Now, this is you pushing yourself aggressively.
Let's go more in that time you're speaking about.
Let's go more.
You can be celibate for a year, man. Let's go more.
No, it's tough.
Yeah?
No. Like, no. Let's say let's say, so I did. I've done 75 hard where I went 75 days without drinking.
Okay.
That was fucking tough.
Yeah, for you, I can imagine.
Bro, I'll never do that shit again. So I'll never, fuck that. I'll never do it again. It was horrible, bro. I hated myself. But I did 75 days. So that works out, let's say, 2.5 months, 3 months.
Sure.
So if you had your mind on, you can yank. How long do you think you could go celibate?
Yeah. Guaranteed.
With a focused mindset.
Yeah. Me now.
Yeah.
Ash. Yeah, a whole year just yanking. Ash.
No, what's the longest? I didn't say a year. Gabs, I said a year.
Yeah.
I've been.
No, not you've been, because now you're going to go back to a primary.
Then I can't go.
I'm saying, let's say we start,
Monday.
Uqala Monday.
Yes. How long can I go?
Sunday, bayagupa, and then Monday,
Stop.
you stop.
Yeah.
Now you are zoned in. You are motivated. How long do you think you can go?
Yeah, no, a year's too long. Bro.
How long do you think you can go?
Yeah, man, you need physical touch, bro.
How long? How long do you think you can go?
I'd probably be able to do like maybe like 6-8 months then.
Focused. You think you could do 6 months? Focused.
Yeah. But it's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, no.
When?
I said I'm broken.
A week. A month.
I'll never do a month. A week. Okay. I'm broken, bro. I've got trauma, dog. I've got trauma. And this is the thing that as gents, we never have these honest conversations. Yeah. So, I am one of the trash people because in my world, because we have different things, in my world, even losing my virginity, bro, I lost it at 15. I wasn't ready. Some people might have lost it at 15 with the love of their life and or they were in control, whatever the dynamic is. I was 15 and I wasn't ready. Ne? I wasn't ready, and it was overwhelming. Ne? So I processed it for 2 months, and I told my girlfriend at the time, I go to 8, try flop. What happened? 8 mina no ban senze kanje. And she's like, no, okay, wangichazela yabona kanje. I was like, okay, sharp. And she's like, okay, ngoba phela usuyenzile nalona nami singayicela. Bro, which was just open gates. I left high school in double digits. When I left high school.
Oh.
I was already double digits. Double digits. Left high school. Mr. Singh figure varsity.
Shama
Yeah? Yeah?
Shama
Hey, bruh. Because it gets to a point where you have to look at yourself and you go, because people will say, Penson, hey, bruh, then the shame and the embarrassment, because you start realizing, there's people that don't deserve my body, my energy. Sure. As much as we need that touch, there's people that don't deserve myself. And I've been with the grizzly bears and the silverbacks, and you're like, what was I doing here? It goes back to the insecurities of being desperate for the touch, right? Now I'm looking at myself now, I'm like, am I strong enough to be able to go a month? I'm a DM Bala okay.
When the problem is, when for whatever reason, the DMs and the whatnots are there, it's zero.
Not DMs.
I'm saying that's the thing. So I'm not in those spaces for...
Kade ngithenga uphayi if angikhiphe la. Kade uzofreeza. Kade nginosisi mfethu ngithenga uphayi manje la eWoolworths. Ngizokhipha after boy. Ngithenga uphayi la eWoolworths. Ne? Angihluphi umuntu. Ngithenga uphayi, ngithenga ama chips nyana, amkhokhi. Uthi usisi kimi. How dare her? What? She's such a fucking jerk. She's like, how? Manje uphayi ngilambile. How? Hamba phela endlini uzokuphekela umama. I was like, was ngani khona umama? Yangitesta. And because I'm a loser, I lost. Ne? Ngithi mina how manje was ngani khona umama endlini. Sakha hayi phela ngiyabona phela ukuthi nje kusho ukuthi nomama akekho serious ngawo. I'm having a transaction, bro. I'm here buying a pie and some chips. I was like, how? Manje mina nawe masingahlekisana ungangiphekela. It's like kube nje usuthi. I was like, ngisuthi.
Ngazo zonke indlela.
Ngisuthi kuphi? And I start singing and I'm like, I'm so weak, bro.
Weak?
No, I'm rubbish.
Weak.
I'm rubbish. I'm a loser. And I'm trying to be a better version. I'm trying to be a good man. But I
don't blame as well. Maybe you have the traits of a good-looking guy. And now maybe you score.
No, I've got the traits of a weak man.
No.
And you radiate that energy.
No.
Therefore, the vultures are there. The vultures are like.
Because when people see, I guess the looks first. Maybe never like a score naturally. When so when it opens up.
I'll take the compliments as a bruv. I'll take the compliments. But I don't know. I don't know, bro. No, yes. I'll tell you a perfect example.
Yeah.
I've been in many situations where ngihamba ne-mem. I-mem izothi, hey, that girl was flirting with you.
Oh.
And I'll be totally oblivious to it. I'll be like, what? No, man. We were just chatting. She's like, hey, I know females better than you know females. That girl was flirting. So I've missed it. Ne? I've totally missed it. So it might be cases where girls might have been flirting and you've missed it. The same way we'll say to females, especially females in our lives, we'll say, don't have male friends. Because because you can see a gent. You can see just in look cheater or beggar or sisters. In look cheater. You can see what's when you're on top of something. Usisi can't see that. The same way that you at times may not see usisi ukufuna. Then you'll say, I can't go to me now, this or whatever the justification. I don't trust anything. There's nothing I trust. I trust fucking nothing. Bro, I'm trying to be a good man, dog. I'm trying to be a good father, a good partner, a good son. Yeah?
It's time.
What do you mean by that?
My workload is a lot and I prioritize it sometimes. Cool.
Why don't you involve them in that? I'll give you an example.
Sure.
So I do a lot of like events, weekends and stuff. Yeah. And a lot of the times, like depending on the event, I'll say, I'm not coming if I don't have +5 tickets. So I'll come, but gotta give me +5. Then I take the whole crew. If that makes sense. Or like when I was playing rugby, the kids, they have rugby practice first, then it's my rugby. I don't know if that makes sense. So they'll be practicing on the other side of the field, and I'm practicing on this side of the field. So we're trying to find pockets. We do this with Dulungelo, because I don't get to see we see each other all the time, but we've created, hey, let's watch Kes vs. Chepi. So we'll create spaces where we can be together. Yeah. Do you not do that?
I struggle with that.
Because tomorrow, Imam has a work function. So she wrote me down to do Boerevo's duty. But I'm there.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, but I'm there doing Boerevo's duty. So I'm in the vicinity.
Sure.
Versus her leaving in the morning, and then we now disconnected.
Yeah.
And that's only because I've done this aggressively because of my past failures.
Yeah.
Where I'm
need
like,
to work on that.
So you just need to say, what can I do? How can I rope them in into my life? Let's find points of interest where she says, hey, I like this, I like this, I like this, because Imam loves coming here to even if she's not talking, she loves it. Excuse me. So I'm like, okay, then come.
Yeah.
And she just sits quietly in the back because she likes that, and it's a chance for us to.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
that's what I need.
So I think you need to start doing more of those things.
I'm not chance.
It's going to make life easier. Talking about being a good man, this guy at gym, last night, he said something, beautiful compliment. He comes, hey, bro, I watched the show. He's like, bro, I think you're so cool. I think you're such a cool gent. And I'm like, oh, no, thank you. I'm like, why do you say that? He's like, no, you guys are just free thinkers. You guys do your thing. I follow you on IG. Your life looks so cool. And
your life?
Yeah. Like, it's just cool. For the first time in my life, hearing that compliment, it felt, it didn't land nice, bruh. It felt like, Let's just do a thought experiment. Let's name 3 celebrities, global celebrities that are cool.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Chris Brown.
Kevin Hart. I don't know.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Those are cool guys, right?
Yeah.
Let's do another thought experiment. Let's name people that we don't know who are good people. Good people. Like a person when you're like, oh, that's such a good person. Who's in your mind?
Popular person.
No, forget that. Whoever.
My dad.
Your dad. Mom, gran, ne?
Yeah.
Are they cool according to societal standards?
No.
They're not cool, right? So when he said that, for the first time in my life, I felt a disconnect, because I'm like, when we think about Chris Brown, woman beater, what allegations.
Yeah.
Now we think about a Lil Wayne and the drug habits. We think about, do we align people that we think are cool with people who are good?
Yeah, that's a difficult one, man.
Hey, bro, I went home. Man, this guy called me cool, and I just didn't. She was like, "Yeah, but you're cool," and I was like, For the first time, I'm like, I don't want that, because I know my journey, and I know what I'm trying to achieve, because I'm trying to be a good dad, I'm trying to be a good partner, I'm trying to be a good son and a good brother, right? And just a good overall gent. Now, when you give me, sorry, I want to find traits of what someone is cool. And I Googled this. A global study identified 6 core traits of a cool person. Yeah? They are perceived as extroverted, hedonistic, powerful, adventurous, open, and autonomous. So these 6 traits, a person who's extroverted, obviously outgoing, social, blah, blah, blah. Hedonistic is someone who enjoys life, seeks pleasure, not necessarily reckless, but appreciates the fun things of life. Powerful, influential, charismatic. Adventurous is someone who takes risks, tries new things, not afraid of the unknown. A person who's open is curious, creative, And then 6 is autonomous.
Yeah,
again,
but you are those things.
Perfect. I was like, those are beautiful things.
No, man, check.
And now I try to align it
To you.
to what a good. Because you can still have some of these traits. Because I'm trying to become a good person.
Now I want to unpack it from the perspective of the person who gave you the word cool. You are all those things.
Perfect.
Okay. So why then does it become awkward? Why don't you look at it from their point of view?
perfect.
Sure.
Ne? Because I'm trying to align with the people that I define as good people. I'm going to be chatting and we talk about my mistakes, desperate for love, insecurities, what, and I'm saying a good person, because when I think a good person, I'm thinking of Uli to Koko, whatever. I've got a couple of friends in my mind that I think I'm like, this is a really good person. Now, my question is, am I trying to model myself around being a cool person or a good person?
No, you can't choose.
What do you mean I can't choose?
Human beings.
What do you mean I can't choose?
You can't choose that I'm only going to be a good person. I'm only going to be a cool person.
No.
There are moments whoever you're interacting with, you are one of them.
I'm saying generally. Because I
don't think that thing exists.
No, I'm saying we don't know Chris Brown personally. He might be the most amazing person.
Sure.
But I'm saying generally we say he's a cool guy. And then we make assumptions based on the little that we see of his persona that he's put out to the world. Sure. And a lot of the things don't make him seem as a good guy.
Sure.
It's not like this is a good man. We speak sometimes of some of the it girls that we see on social media. We don't say these are good women. We don't, bro. But we don't know them personally. We can't now say Sister Bettina or what. We don't know them personally enough to say Ngempela, this is a bad person.
Sure.
But we've made these assumptions.
And I'm bad with that.
We're horrible with that because we don't know these people.
But you know, I guess maybe I'm not sure. The interesting thing then is the intimacy. Because if someone, just from having watched you on a podcast, feels like you're cool because some of maybe you might be presenting in a very confident way, but the fact, like you're saying, when there's something else that you are aspiring to be, so that you can be perceived as, but then that person, because they don't know that that journey you're on intimately, to say Penson has a deficit and he needs to become this good man, to them that guy that you are on screen is perfectly fine. It's enough. Cool.
But I'm saying, whether we choose to or not, we become role models.
Yes.
Because people try to want to copy certain aspects.
Yeah.
And you're saying, Muti, is this the personality or is this the energy that I want others to model? Because I can say yes to certain things. People must enjoy their lives. Ne? So when I read the word hedonistic, I'm like, okay, enjoys their life. But I know, Guti, for me, for example, I don't go out clubbing, you know, and I don't want to.
You enjoy life by coming here on Friday.
Yes, but
you don't have to think of it too deep.
No, but I'm saying, Guti, we unpack because we know each other intimately.
Okay.
That Ntanga, probably like 22 years old, came through. So for him, he's now made certain assumptions. Because if you know me intimately, you know, Guti, most days I'm at home watching The Simpsons, having malva pudding. I'm not there. I'm very extroverted to my people. When I'm not with my people, I chill back. I relax. I chill back with my people. Like if I'm not with my people, what am I trying to do? You know, so give me, when you say these things as
fact, as truth.
Yeah, as a compliment, I unpack them deeper, bro. I unpack them deeper, going back to your initial point around these billionaires and wanting to become this, but there's all these things that we create in our minds that may not be the reality of it. That's why now you have these guys that are trying to be philanthropists and what. Because I literally Googled cool versus good.
It did.
And also, here's the interesting thing, right? Yeah. Since you're saying what you're saying, it's like you asked the question, do you know any good people? Someone out there thinks that Bill Gates is an amazing, probably very pure human being.
Sure.
But they don't know him.
Yeah.
They know Bill Gates, Bill Gates Foundation,
yeah,
and all these things that have come to represent who he is outwardly. But then to get into his world where you know the people he's betrayed, you understand.
But I'm saying, as people who are in front of the camera,
yeah,
and I'm saying I want the gents coming up to model life. So they say good people, in contrast, this word, in contrast, are often seen as comforting, traditional, warm. You know, like they give these traits that, are we giving that to Intwana coming up, are they also trying to become that? The reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is maybe because I've got this whole cognitive dissonance that's happening. Would you like, if 21-year-old me saw 36-year-old me and said, I'm modeling that, would I say to him, whoa, 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 whoa? Or would I say, keep going, bro? Because I know if you model this, you're going to fail in relationships. You're going to betray people. You're going to not show up when people are needing you. You are going to be narcissistic. You are going to... I know the other side of the curtain.
But they'd have to be in your life to know that.
But I'm saying, what am I asking people to model? Am I like the It Girls?
Yeah.
Twerking thong on a yacht? Or am I trying to push Lauryn Hill energy?
I think that's a very... It's a very complex thing to try and find a solution to. And I say this because the screen is like, I don't know, when I was studying film, when they taught us about why film is almost like this spectacle, right? This event, you watch it. It's because there's a parameter between yourself and that thing, right? The fact that you watch it on the screen presents this thing as a suspended world. Umhlaba wakho now, you have to go into that world and it's not yours. So I think that to some degree, you might try and want people to extract the good things and not the cool things from you. But because people get to watch you, and some people don't necessarily understand the difference between beyond just me watching or Penson, I'm actually watching a real guy. So I guess to that kid, maybe there's no difference between you and a celebrity by virtue of being on a screen.
I never look at the back end of my social media. But I was uploading a video and I was like, you know, when you're sitting on like 980, you're like, oh, I'm about to tip over.
Yeah.
Nah. And I looked and I was like, hey, wasn't I on 900? I'm on I lost post that Charlie Kirk video that I did. I lost like 800 subscribers. And I go, huh?
You lost 800?
Yeah. And I was like, what did people glean from what I said? Right? Because it's not about the video. It's not about the subscribers. It's about how am I presenting myself to the world. Sometimes you see, I love listening to bodybuilders now because they talk openly about steroids and what. But 20 years ago, they never spoke about it. They used to speak about having your multivitamins and having creatine. Now they're giving you a little bit more. And you're like, oh, that's why I'll never get there. I'll never look like that guy because I'm not willing to do the things that he's willing to do. You know, I mean, I want to have 1,000 kids. They said, it's fine. I'll never have kids. It's whatever. You know, and for me, I don't have much to give via about. No, mawujova ngithi amasenda yaphela. So you like, unless no, I don't have much to give nje. Phela nginama bowling ball amasenda. So now mangijova lokho kuncane uNkulunkulu enginako engiphe wona sekuzophela. Yabona ngeskepsela and futhi ngisafuna nezingane.
Yeah,
yabona. But one mhlawumbe senginezingane ke ungibone sengu 25 ungibone yabona sengihleli lana uzobona ke yabona.
Totolozi 7.
I7 totolozi. So manje what I'm trying to say is that now they've given a perspective, whereas there was a time where I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, and you're like, I don't know why I'm keep hitting myself against the wall and not achieving it. It's because I'm not part of that Bill Gates having access to or willing to. So my whole thing is, with the whole Charlie Kirk thing is, how am I presenting myself to my family, to you guys, to my kids, in a way that is how I truly feel? You know,
that's tough.
Because I do so many videos on my own channel, and I'm saying this is my authentic self. Yet, as you're saying, I can say that, but people will take what they take. And then they'll respond in a certain way. Hey, Donna, Yazi in Facebook, because of you, now I've got 4 girlfriends. When the fuck did I say?
That's what to Charlie Kirk.
When
He's
the-
one of the colleges and
You know- When the fuck did I say I had 4 girlfriends, bro?
Yeah.
When did I say that? Hey, bro, because of you, now whenever I go out to the club, now I'm just chowing ugly girls.
But don't you think that I think maybe you do have a base of being maybe a good person? Just that you always greet people whenever you...
To me,
No, I'm just saying general. No,
to me, I'm the best person.
Yeah, I'm saying. When I'm ashamed, but I'm saying. I'm just saying.
That's why I was taken aback.
Sure.
Because everyone that in my circle,
Yeah.
that people that I think are cool to me,
Sure.
my people that I think are cool to me, society will never say they're cool.
Yeah, which is fine.
They don't dress a certain way.
Yeah.
They don't go to the it places. They don't date a certain type of girl. They don't drive a certain type of car. People that I truly believe are cool, no one will say cool.
This thing is very subjective, in fact. Think about it. Let's put in a very extreme example. Phil Knight. I think I've read that book maybe over 10 times.
What book is this?
Phil Knight, Shoe Dog, Nike.
Okay.
Nike. And it's actually not Nike, guys. It's Nike.
Nike. Okay.
It's named after the goddess of victory.
Nice.
Nike. It's actually not Nike. So, Skoga Nike, Bafetu. Every time it's number 1 even now in terms of sales. They're always competing. Adidas. Then there's that new one.
The brothers.
ICQ or something like that,
Okay.
But if you read his story, and I've read his story a couple of times, man, and what he had to go through for us to wear in Nike. In his family, they would say he's not such a great person. Society would say he's a good person. Doesn't mean that he is a good person.
So
He had a kid that passed away because of diving, and he thinks that there was a suicide linked to it because he was not there as a father. Marina it's there. Big.
But Debs,
So
I don't
was he
want
a
that.
Good or bad person?
No, for me, you're a bad person.
No,
To me.
Mlotshwa.
So I'll hear so many
What?
people.
Okay.
I'll hear people say, "I'm willing to sacrifice my family for the greater good." That's their life. Ne? They're sacrificing their family for, I don't know, Mandela
I was
as an
about to
example.
go there.
Mandela sacrificed for the greater good of black community. I don't see that as a good man. If you sacrificed your most prized possession.
No.
To me, the most prized possession is what wakes me up in the morning is not Mandlanduna, who lives 2 provinces away. What wakes me up in the morning is my kids.
So the much it allow that fought, what do you think of them? Or they good or bad people?
You
'Cause they all-
must fight. You must fight for your kids. So if you are going to exile, if you are picking up Kanashnikov, AK-47, you must do that because you want to open up for your kids. But once you start neglecting your kids for
The greater
John
good.
and Peter. So now you catch 22. There's John, there's Peter. And I'm not talking about, obviously we sacrifice our kids because we send them to school and we go to work.
Yeah.
That's not they will be that. But now if it's a constant thing where you are saying Zita and Tumbeza, Tek, John, Angelo, number 1. Give me there's a thing. I listen to Kevin Hart a lot. And I think it's coming from a failed relationships where you sit back and you say, was I chasing my dream? Because I've had those hot conversations where Umem at the time was saying, but that wasn't the goal as a family. You deviated from the family goal and then picked up your goal because now you want to become. Ne? And as a result, we then lost. And I have to sit with that. And every time I speak to people who have gone through that, they look at themselves and they go, I don't have a relationship with my brother. I don't have a relationship with my sister because I've chosen. Trevor Noah speaks about it now. Lunga loves talking about Trevor Noah. And I agree with you, Trevor Noah is going through a transition because we as the people who are fickle, the fickle fans, we love you right now. You do one mistake, we hate you.
Yeah.
Ne? But the people that love you unconditionally, laba that will take his spade and take soil with the hand, and were you there? So that's the dissonance that I'm struggling with.
But you do understand that everything that is going, let's say, great in your life outside of family is because there is another human being or human beings that sacrifice their families for you to be in that position. Whether it's the founder of the company
I'm saying we all sacrifice our families. I'm saying what wakes you up in the morning. That's all I'm asking. And I'm saying, Uti,
I just have an issue with you saying they're not good people.
No, I didn't say they're not good people.
Okay.
I'm saying, Uti, I don't even call you a good person if all you focus on is your family. Because sometimes you need to take a step back. I'm saying, Uti, what wakes you up in the morning? If when I see what wakes you up every morning is Sizwe Tube, I don't think you're a good man. Me. If what wakes you up in the morning is I'm trying to set up for my kids. And while doing that, the guys that are also coming up under me also get to benefit. Then I'll say, tops, I've got no qualms. There's guys right now that are...
You just have an issue with concentrating on one thing only.
There's guys that are Cubana right now. So I'll tell you a personal story, and this is very sensitive. So
I think about it?
No. I've said it before.
Sure.
So I'm at a Pick and Pay, and I'm in an aisle, and I'm buying. So the aisle is cereal and then my cordial, my juice, and I'm buying my Cocoa Pops for my kids. I'm with my kids, so I do grocery shopping with them, and I'm getting Cocoa Pops or whatever there, and I'm listening to this lady. It's a lady, it's a guy, and there's a little 9-year-old boy. And Utilo Sisi, yo, upambeni. You can buy fucking bottles of moe for these bitches, but you can't buy your oros for unyana wako. You tell me that you broke, but I know for a fact you're buying these whole bottles of fucking champagne last night. Bro, my heart broke. My heart broke. And I did something that was so wrong, and I know it was wrong.
Yeah.
In the greater scheme. Because what I did, I took out 50 rand in my pockets. Now 4 hours, 50 rand. And I busy in ngathi ngamnika 50 rand intwana ngathi hamba. Ngathi trolling ngavaya. I shouldn't have done that in the greater scheme. I was wrong, but I was so emotional because I was hearing her cries. Ukuthi, we just asking you ukuthenga oros.
That's a bad person for me.
But here's the here's the thing. Last night with the boys and these hopes, he was the best person.
Yeah.
Ne? So we do these things where we're saying it's for the greater good, because now there might be, let's say, 10 people benefited of his behavior. Ne? 10 people benefited at the cost of one person, which is the lighting. Ne? Because manje akasana mali akasothenga intoni oros. So now when we look at it, we say 10 verse 1.
And look, I want to take it back because I don't believe that one moment can define your entire existence.
Fact.
You know when people say, yeah, you know, if you give them money, they will show you your true colors. No, there's no such a thing.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that what their colors were not true before.
No. I believe to an extent money just reveals who you are.
No. It adds another layer
if you're
to who you are.
If you're a dick, bruh, people who are broke are dicks. People who are rich are dicks. People who are fat are dicks. People who are skinny are dicks. It does this to the blanket.
No, I think it adds another character of who you are.
You're right.
That is not untapped. But I don't think we can holistically then say, you know what people say, R. Kelly is the worst person. No, there's no such a thing. In that moment of whatever he did, true or false, whatever it is, he just added another layer of
but true, because
in this
in
moment, bro, isn't those lausha flop? But I can't say it's a sum of who you are. I don't believe that just one thing says you are just a bad person.
I agree fully.
There are thugs in faith to a shy heist in Kona.
Do you remember what Tiger Woods and how so many men said he was disgusting?
Those people were influenced by women. I don't listen to those men.
Tiger Woods was chowing Swedish models.
I mean, I don't listen to those men.
By the busloads.
Those men were influenced by, they didn't have their own thinking, those men. I don't listen to such.
Imagine this 6 foot tall, 52 kg, blue eyes, blonde hair. Hi, Caesar.
Yeah, I know.
We're now a man of morality saying no. I'm like, when the whole Tiger Woods things came, I'd be like, if the money that I'm privileged to make now at 36, if I made this at 26,
You don't know your behavior, my boy.
I know my behavior. I would have died.
Yeah.
I would have died.
Yeah.
At 26, I didn't have kids. I would have died. I would have been doing cocaine on strippers' titties, as what Guy Ritchie says.
Kenny Kunen.
Ah,
But
boy.
Kenny Kunen, what he was going through was having in you.
But I'm trying to say, Guti, that has always been me. Because if I was banking $1 million a month cash right now,
You think that's going to be you when you are 56?
no, because Angiti now life has punished.
But that's what I'm saying to
No,
you,
but
Jaya.
I'm saying I'm tired.
No, a human being is not what is the word?
I
I'm
agree
looking
with
for?
that.
Constant.
I agree
There's
with
no
that.
there's no constant state.
I agree with that. I'm
Human
saying,
beings are a sum of their multiple decisions that
I'm,
they've been going
I'm
through
in a
in life.
very, very financially very privileged space.
Sure.
But because I've got 4 kids,
Yeah.
they take 80% of
But
my
the thing
financial
is,
privilege.
there's no other world that you can perceive. That's what I'm saying to you.
And I agree.
You can't perceive the world where you don't have the
I
kids
agree.
and you earning the same amount.
I
you don't,
will agree.
You don't know your behavior.
Agree. I'm just...
I hear you.
This
This assumption to say that this person is this,
Right
then
now.
the sentence stops.
Right now,
Oh, that's wrong.
right now, I get my inbox, my DM from Palesa.
Yeah,
Palesa.
sure.
100. 590, what, 100, Instagram. But Manga to Kelly Rowland, hey, I can tell you how I behave.
I know, Mama, I understand.
Would you understand you Kelly Rowland?
Okay. Do
But,
Kelly Rowland.
Dilemma.
How?
It's a good dilemma.
No matter what I do,
Man, good dilemma.
Bonagel.
I'm saying I know how I'll behave. I just don't have the that's why
But
I'm
you know
on
what's
a
nice about
journey
what
to
you're
become
saying?
a good
It's on
man.
the extreme side. You mentioned a Kelly Rowland. Young Tol.
I'm
You
saying
didn't mention Opalesa or
yeah, but if
Checkers.
I had a Palesa, okay, 15 years ago, I would have behaved the exact same way
hear you.
as a Kelly Rowland.
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm saying, Muti, that part of me has always existed. I just didn't have access,
The access.
to. Because I would also have become a great golfer if I had access to Tiger Woods' dad. I'd have also become a multi-millionaire, a coder, about Microsoft, if I had access to what Bill Gates had access to. I didn't have it. So if I had access to those fertile things, knowing myself,
I hear you.
I see guys that have like 10 kids, 20 kids, and we all say, I'd never have that. I was like, because all the girls that you have sex with don't trust you. So they ask for protection and they on the pill.
The pill.
So the moment the guys that I know
Yeah.
are single and are out there in the world, if they meet girls who are open to not using a protection and are not on the pill, they'd have like 50 kids.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It just so happens that you are in spaces where you don't have those chances. I mean, I'm trying to say to whoever's watching this, Uti, don't be fooled and make assumptions that are baseless. Don't come and say Sban Mani is such a cool guy, Sban Mani is such a what, because you don't know. And as Penson, all I'm trying to say is, what am I selling
Sure.
to the people?
Yeah.
Because what I want to sell is, hey guys, I think Charlie Kirk was a racist. Yeah, but I think that I'm a flawed person. I think that I'm on a journey of trying to be a good man. Am I trying to be cool? Fuck no. Whether you think I'm cool or not, my mama thinks I'm cool. That's good enough.
Sure.
My kids definitely don't think I'm cool. You know. No, my kids don't think I'm cool. No, you know, I was listening to my brother's son, Nkunzi. Shout out to Nkunzi. He turned 15. When was the 14th?
Earlier this week.
Earlier this week.
Yeah, I think
So he turned 15. And I remember we sitting.
Suddenly,
Yeah, and we're talking about people that are cool. And I remember Kunz would be like, but Baba, you're not really cool. You know, because your kids don't see you like how other people might see you. And he was saying it, and he's saying it like real. And I'm like, oh, Kuzi. Because he's not just talking about his dad, he's also talking about me. I'm like, bro, those things are hurtful. We're not saying we're not cool. You know, we're not saying we're lame. But like, come on, Don.
You were touched.
I know, we were. Nah, both of us were touched.
You guys want to be cool?
No, we don't want to be cool.
You want to?
We just didn't want how he described us.
What did he say?
No, how he described us was
so nice.
Was a little bit too honest.
Oh, nice.
Like don't be that honest.
Yeah,
he was a little bit too honest.
Nice.
Like sometimes you just need to say two truths. And then maybe
that's a trait of a Mlotshwa.
And then like one just to manage us.
I wanna let Mlotshwa.
You know, say one and we go yo, and you say two and we go yo, and then you say the three is like. But if you guys try, you guys can get there if you guys work on it. Then we can say yeah. If we work on it, then we can get there. Yeah, what's news?
But he showed traits of your family.
I was
you guys have truth. I wanna read you guys something.
Sure, sorry.
I was listening to a podcast. Was it a podcast? Then Donna Lena.
Uber.
It was someone that was reacting to what some guy said on Instagram or Twitter or something like that. So this lady was reacting to what the guy said. And this is what the guy said. You're going on, I've got a folder called AMAGENTS about different topics here.
Sure.
This guy said, you meet a girl, could be online, and you guys are going on a date for the first time.
Okay.
So remember this. You're going on your first date.
I meet her online. I don't know her.
Okay. Then you're going on your first date.
Sure.
Then he breaks down 5 things that you must do for the lady. You need to. You say, look, let's go out on a Saturday.
So I'm the one that's
initiating. Yeah, you're the one that's initiating.
Okay.
And remember, first date, we're you know?
Yeah. Don't know this lady.
We've been chatting online.
We've been chatting online.
Sure.
Okay.
You initiate the date.
Sure.
When is cheat? The first thing the guy says you must do. I'll read all of them, then we'll comment. The first thing he says, you must pay for something that has to do with her body. So you have to pay for nails or pay for hair. That's number 1. Then you must do the reservation. And then you must pick her up or call an Uber. And then you must buy her something on the date. Ne? And then from whether it's chocolates, it's sweets, flowers, whatever, then you must compliment her all the time when you're on the date.
Mm-hmm.
And then you must take her home.
Women's in at home.
No, nothing.
I must take her to her. So I must either drop her off or Uber her to her home, not my home.
Yeah, so that you show that you're a gentleman and it was a first date. So let's comment on the first one. You must pay for something that has to do with the body. Nails, hair. What do you guys think?
So before we go there, this is why Charlie got shot in the neck. As the guys, we say things without consequence.
Sure. Okay.
I think it's very important when we tweet, when we do these YouTube things, to understand what there's people that are taking what we hear. There's disagree, agree, whatever. And I always say, Guti, if we can ask ourselves before we say these things, because we talk a lot of shit, but it's chance, né? We say a lot of shit. Is this going to benefit society or make society worse? If I do those 5 points, né? If men all do those 5 points, is that going to make society better or society worse?
Mm-hmm. But my answer is yes, it will make society better for the certain type of man. Because we're finding ourselves in situations
we're talking 2025.
Yes, it will make it better.
Okay.
Because we need to, if we disagree, and I'm assuming maybe we might agree with point 1, 3, and 4, I'm not sure.
No, I'm just saying if we do all 5, I'm going to say
we're going to do all 5.
Okay.
The points that I disagree with, I think is going to benefit someone. Because I think a lot of niggas
will make society better or worse.
I know, there's nothing that I'll ever say that will make society better or worse. Society then will quantify it. I want to buy and all of that. But I'm speaking to that one nigga that
is paying is paying for a sister's hair for a date.
Yes, and I'm saying, for me, you shouldn't have to. So for me, I'm not attracting 5,000
I'm
guys.
using those 5 points. Not to Tebza's points. I'm using those 5 points.
I think it'll make society better.
That he's paying for her hair or her nails.
I think it'll make society better for that guy that is stuck.
On your first date,
Yeah.
you're making it personal. Did you pay for her nails?
Never.
No, Tebza, then
What do you mean?
You are a hypocrite.
I'm telling you
working-
what the guy said. I need it.
I'm asking you on what the guy said.
Yeah.
That if Angithi said we must do these 5 things.
Yeah, let's do that.
You just literally said you didn't even get to point 1.
I'm telling you, man. But I'm saying there's
Caesar, please help.
No, but or maybe I'm not get what you're saying. I'm saying is there could be another guy that's doing it that we can say to him, Jayam, you don't have to.
You said if we do these 5 points, society as a whole is
benefit.
better.
Will benefit.
No, society will become better.
I'm not sure.
If all single men, starting from today,
Oh, I see where you're going.
adopt these 5 points moving forward from today,
Yeah.
will that make society better?
Yeah, I think no man must pay for nails in the first date.
No,
It will make
but you
society
already
better.
Why are you asking that question now?
So everything that I'm saying when it comes to relationship, because for me, the relationship is the cornerstone of society.
Okay. The romantic one.
Any relationship with your family,
Okay.
with your friends, and most importantly, the romantic one, because it ends up becoming sex, marriage, kids, whatever. That's the cornerstone of society.
Yes.
Whenever I speak about relationship, I'm saying, are we making it better or worse? I'm going from 2025. I'm not going from
I think
1983.
we're making
I'm going
it better.
from now. Doing these 5 points
Sure.
with the sisters who are single
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Will that, according to Tebza, make society better?
Yes.
So why didn't you do it?
I did it. I don't want to hear your opinion.
But for a sect of people, it will.
I'm
For the people that
I'm
want-
saying, let's say this becomes law.
Eh?
If this becomes law.
Man, Mlotshwa.
That's what he's saying. He's saying we must do this.
No.
He is saying we must
Yeah,
do
but
this.
but he's
But I'm
saying
saying-
this
and
to
I'm-
the person who's listening.
Yes.
Yes. I'm saying, for example, let's take, because I'm going to keep coming back to Charlie Kirk. Fuck it. He's going to talk about his Christian values, which for him is anti-transgender, anti-trans what. And I'm saying, whether I agree or disagree, if we listen to you, does that progress society?
Yeah.
Objectively, or do we regress?
I think still for me that question is not the right question to
What's
ask.
the right question?
Because it's like saying a Christ embassy is what they're doing in that church good for society.
Yeah.
Of course it's good for those people that are in Christ embassy.
But that's not my point. I'm saying, for example,
But there are many ways to get to the destination.
There's Sharia law in some Islamic countries.
Yes.
They have now they believe that
Yeah.
that belief system is what is better for the
Yes.
growing of society. Some of us might disagree with that.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Because you're not in their society.
I'm not in their society. I'm saying, can I take those learnings and make it universal?
No.
No. Can I take these learnings and make it universal?
Some of them.
They
Being kind.
yes.
Let's say being kind. He says number 1 on his point. If you're going on a date with the lady, point 1, just be kind. Be kind. Does that make society better or worse? As me, I think that is better for the whole of society.
Sure. Yes.
If he then says point 2, be respectful to sis. I think that makes society better as a whole.
Are you saying you don't want to talk about it because what he's saying doesn't make sense?
I want to talk about it. 150%. I believe that bullshit like this is what breaks society. Because what you're doing is that you create a level of entitlement with those sis.
So you're saying point 1 creates entitlement.
Oh, if I'm a sister and I want to go out on a date and you don't buy me nails or hair, then we're not going on a date. So that means, Wuti, we could be a match made in heaven. We could be the best things for each other, but you couldn't do point 1. Therefore, I don't entertain you and I'm out. It creates a level of entitlement. If we are willing to do this at inception, I can just imagine once we actually become boyfriend and girlfriend. Because entitlement doesn't stay stagnant. Entitlement increases.
It increases.
So if I buy you
it
a
increases.
Toyota Taz on our 6-month anniversary, what am I going to buy you on our 1-year anniversary? If I buy you a pair of Jordans on our 1-year anniversary for 2,000 Rand, you then, as human beings, men or female, if your girlfriend goes and buys you a PlayStation 5 on the 1st-year anniversary, when you guys are getting to the 2-year or the 5-year anniversary, you're going to expect more.
Yeah.
It creates a level of entitlement.
Yeah.
So now she buys you after, oh, baby, it's a 1-month anniversary. Here's a PlayStation 5. You like, yo, our 1 year is coming up. Yes, Sisi is going to do an intro with Tunis. So I'm saying if you're already point 1, I'm stuck. I can't even go to point 2 because I don't want a situation where, that's why I always say to females, date 1, you don't give the guy booty on date 1. I say to sisters because it creates a level of entitlement.
Yeah, easy man.
Because I say to sisters, don't create a level of entitlement.
Sure.
Because this guy has met you online, you're chatting, now you're giving him bumps. It has to be more from here. But you taking
I
this,
agree with you.
You're taking Usisi to Marble, you're taking to what you're spending 2,000-3,000
Why do you
rand.
guys go to Marble on the first date, Bafetu?
What they choose.
Majida for pressure, man. No, mfeta.
Give me.
That's how Uber black.
Give me. It just speaks. I mean, the moment I hear those things, I go, "Oh, you are also desperate for love." No, you are also desperate for love.
Yeah.
But also
That's true.
Look at what the image of dating has been.
Which is wrong.
For years. We've even watched it on television. This is how people have been dating.
Is that right to you?
No. I'm not saying right or wrong, but I'm saying that people have become accustomed to a certain thing. Even good generations, these were the stats that they were pushing.
Sure.
Yes, but that's
so
but
true.
I'm saying Utao runs an agency.
Yeah, but
He's a multi-millionaire.
Yes.
Now the people who are watching might be a 16-year-old boy, girl. They have the same expectations.
Yeah, but look at it this way, Penson. I might be the 16-year-old, but then in my mind I'm thinking, yeah, I just need to prove this point, guy one. I'm only spending this 2 grand initially.
Okay.
Do you understand? I'm not thinking down the line of I might have to up.
Yeah, man, if you're studying the twist,
that's exactly my point. But that's exactly my
That's
point.
not the thinking I'm saying.
And I'm saying the thinking is wrong.
It is wrong,
so to the person that thinks,
I want to impress.
Yeah, it's just
in this
impression.
initial one.
to the person who is saying, I'm gonna get an Uber Black for her from Pretoria to Rosebank, Uber Black.
Yeah.
To that person that's thinking it's a once-off. Our job, going back to me being a good man, my job is to say,
good man.
good man.
Danke boy.
Me as a GM, my job is to say, whether you are male or female, it only gets harder from here. So if you start off as the foundation, being Uber Black from Pretoria to Rosebank, that's the foundation. It only gets worse.
Never.
So my job is to say, bro, the first date has to be a walk.
Yeah.
Where you both are paying 0 rand.
Yeah, no.
Because
I'm not saying I'm disagreeing. I'm laughing because this thing you're saying is not the reality for a lot of people.
And that's why relationships become a matenda, 3 months and then they break up. Because you can't sustain it. So I'm saying to whoever's listening,
yes,
this is how you sustain a relationship. Ne? I'm saying you start off by getting to know each other.
Yeah. You're saying to people start off boring.
No.
No. If you are boring guy, you are boring.
Why?
Whether you spend 5,000, whether you spend
Why is walking considered boring?
If you are a boring guy.
This is what people say.
Yes.
You're walking for the sake of walking.
Yes. And I'm saying Siswam, I'm going to in the past in 2025.
Yeah.
You've gone on 9 dates.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure go to number 10.
Yeah.
At least stays for a year.
But
What do you mean, huh?
Yabona manje, you're trying to reverse.
This is why
something that's
Steve
no
Harvey
longer-
did that whole 60-day or 30-day no sex rule.
Yeah, but that's no longer the prize.
You're missing what I'm trying to say.
No, mina ngiyakuzwa uthini ne.
You
But
are
what
saying-
I'm saying
you are
to
saying-
is that
so
you
Dube
need
is
to
telling
accept
us
the
about the
reality.
truth.
I'm saying the reality is
Yes.
toxic.
Yes.
And I'm saying this is how we
Can alter.
fix that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I know the reality. I know it very well.
Oh yeah, cover what?
No, but I've made mistakes.
I think sometimes them in a personal.
Sure.
Our expectations of what society must be are very high.
Good.
You mean us, people that in this
Good.
space?
Generally.
Oh.
Good. Because back in the day, society was a woman and a man are both virgins. Ne? Yalotshola usisi. And then nizokhakhada noyi-2, nishade, nife together. I think that was best for society from a moral point.
I think also in that society there was a lot of secrecy and shame
Sure.
around a lot of things.
But was that
Because-
was that the majority?
Yeah, there's an overwhelming number of people because of indlela that our society as black people got
Yeah.
shaped over the period of apartheid.
No, now
but-
you're bringing an immoral act of the apartheid.
But we are children of those people, Penson.
So
I'm saying, how do we rectify?
I'm saying to you, ne, rectification is not as simple as saying don't give umchita ikeke on the first date.
Ngamuphi sisi?
Okay.
Ngamuphi
Gamara
ubuthi
ska kana
khekhe?
ngari keke ke day one.
Sisi.
Mara na ke mthola Dube uri. Mara ke rezo Dube the thing what you speaking
Ungabafana
about.
ikhekhe ngoba thina siphuma khona. Thina solidla lelo khekhe sithi move. Sisi.
Yeah, fuck.
Ningamuphi ungamuphi ubuthi
Faka ntwana, faka. Yeah,
Ngitshayithatha.
boy.
Oh, ngoba phela sengisuthi phela i-Black Forest.
So sweet mfana.
Sengisuthi i-Black Forest. Sisi wami, ngicela bosisi. Ngicela obhuti laba abafike belambile. Ningabaphi ikhekhe. I know ukuthi mhlambe nawe.
Guy, if the guy does, if the guy umshaba ka miriri,
Naye-
day one
naye-
umshaba ka manala.
But kumbe ukuthi nayo sisi mhlambe she might also be hungry. Ne? I'm saying sisi, cela uphe ubhuti who you believe is worthy.
No, there's no such a thing for what's happening now in society. And that's what Dube say.
And I'm saying that's the
The worthy thing is gone.
Ngiyabonga tips.
Yeah, sure, Jam. The worthy thing is gone.
I'm saying, based off my flops,
Sure.
the relationships that I have had that have been sustained have been value exchange,
Yes.
right? Value exchange. That guy is not speaking of a value exchange. That guy is speaking about
An end call from his side.
He's speaking about a one way.
No, I think you were speaking from.
you are driving.
No, I saw the video. I
Yeah.
think you were speaking from a romantic gesture showing respect for the lady. When I saw the video, you were speaking from that perspective, how I perceived him.
yabona umuntu asithi unemali. Let's say you got cash. Yabona umuntu mase umuntu wakho. Umthengele Gucci, umthengele
Yeah.
ibhebe. Yabona mase kumuntu wakho. Go crazy.
Okay, so we all
Uthande as loud as you want. This guy is talking about it's not your person yet.
So we all disagree with buying painting.
But Usizwe is
nails.
agreeing.
Oh, he's not
Mamela-
agreeing.
Mamela
He's
Mnanzi.
telling you, okay, yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
to these 5 points,
Listen carefully.
if you're the kind of guy
Yeah.
that would struggle without these 5 points
Yeah.
to land a lady, try them out.
If you're
If you're what, dude?
If you're the kind of guy that would struggle to bag a woman without those 5 steps,
Sure. Shot the 5 steps.
I would say try them out.
and my counter to your point
Yes.
is, should you be that guy that does these 5 points? That lady is just use bus stop.
Temporary.
Is a temporary situation, and you might not even get damage. There's a lady who I won't talk about who was in Paris for the the World Cup was in France, and there's a guy who paid everything, flights, hotels, fucking breakfast, lunch, supper. She paid zero. The guy didn't even get a fucking kiss. because he's a guy that's, as you're saying, struggles with these 5 points. So because he's got financial resource, was willing to throw everything in the fucking bottom sink.
Now I'll tell you, if I was that guy.
Assuming that, because not all ladies also are in a financial space where because there's a lot of ladies that are earning fucking 50K.
Yeah.
You know, so when you offer a Paris, it's just a nice to have. It's not like she's
that's
desperate.
what I would say. If you want bums from a woman, you must tell her. The one of that guy you're speaking about, you were supposed to stipulate. We live in 2025.
But he was never going to get
No, I'm tall. No, he would have.
But also, that doesn't work for every
Let me tell you something.
guy. It doesn't work for every guy.
No.
Depending on the scale of the money you're putting in, it works.
No.
And your skill.
It has nothing to do with skill.
No.
We've got women that will go to certain countries. If that says, "Beg, cover for your kid. I want this thing." If you are taking if you want to take it to a McDonald's, she won't agree to those
things. There are
things.
sisters that I know for a fact. If you're a clown of a gent, a loser gent, and you deposit 100K, she won't give you a kiss.
You didn't tell her. That's what I'm saying.
You didn't tell her what?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying there are females that I know.
Niggas must be upfront about what they want.
I'm saying there's niggas that can be as upfront as they want. They could even send dick pics. And then if they send the cash, there are guys that just will not be able to unlock sisters.
For real.
There are guys that just don't possess. There are guys that are fucking loser guys. No, there are loser guys that we all agree universally that he's a loser.
Also keep a Ferrari.
No. Sure. Losers.
Yeah.
Losers. Societal standards, he's a 1 out of 10 look-wise. Financially, he's unemployed. Uhlala ngaphansi kwe-bridge. But they can unlock bam. And they can unlock bam that a guy who's thrown 100K can't.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I know those niggas.
I've seen niggas, fucking tall, broad shoulders, hazelnut eyes. Hazelnut. Guys come through 2-seater drop top. And they just, listen to me. Nothing.
No, you're right. I know niggas
they get no bums. And I can tell you Mchita who was here.
I know.
Dark as the night, short, loser, goes to the same girl that was tried by this millionaire with the hazel eyes, light skin, drop top, what, says 1, 2, 3. Shy toilet. Same night, because girls are the ones that are gatekeepers of their guava. So we can't go left and right.
Can we say that doesn't happen a lot? Out of 10 times in a club,
it can happen 10 times. Girls will give bum to who she chooses to give bum to. Girls will give bum. I'm talking about the average girl. So I'm not talking about I'm not talking about prostitute girls. I'm not talking about prostitute girls. Forget prostitute girls. The
or slave queens, not in prostitution.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying the average girl that is working a 9 to 5.
Okay, I agree with you.
Earning a subjective good salary. She'll only give bum to whoever she thinks she wants to give bum to. So you who's buying hair and nails and what, if she has decided to not give you that guava, hey bruv, you can go buy her a fucking YSL bag. 35 scorto. You won't get bubs.
You're just not deserving.
Do you guys think
Umchita osa shy second year Boston?
Hey!
Umenzani lo sisi lona that you've flown today, because we are born with great. Because girls also look at if I let you smash this and let's say we have a child, I don't want my child have to have your traits.
Even if you have money.
But you work as a dentist. You can't now give the dentistry to my child. I want a ntanga who can figure it out. So there's guys who aren't there yet.
Sure.
Cheetahs usebenza at Edgar's, he's making 6K, but he's got that thing. Girls can pick up that thing. She give that guy palm. When are you making 120 after tax? Nothing. I've seen this a million times.
I mean, our faith advice to those who make 120 and above. Mlotshwa, does sister. Man, I'm doing this thing because I want this thing. If our phone, it's fine.
Those guys are bang, bro. That's why they pay for hair and nails.
You can't blame them. That's not talent song jam. Not all of us can shasha.
Yes, I'm saying, Wuti, the moment you are with a lady that you can quote unquote buy,
Yeah.
that means she's there for the highest bidder. Then you must understand, Wuti, if she's already in a space where you are willing to buy Iwivia 6,000 and you're going to Soho for nails and toes and what. If there's a guy who's got a higher price, then you done.
I'm with you.
You
I just want to say,
and that's point one.
Sure. Point one, I don't agree with nonsense. I'm not paying for four call.
Point two, ba.
Reservation? You must make the reservation.
Can I tell you why I do reservations? Yeah. So again,
you guys are predictable. I could know which ones you're gonna agree with.
So let me tell you something. So just, madam, I know you're gonna watch this. So we had a little situation at home.
Sure.
So it was her turn to take me out on a date. We do those things, né? So she calls the place is full. And she comes and she says, can we go on another date? It's full. And I say, no. It's your day. We have set aside a day because it's hard because there's kids. So now we have to get Oleti to come and what. So I said, no. Why did you not do the reservation? Yabon. In time. So now I'm grumpy. She struggles. And she's like, no, hey, we flop. Then Mshange cold shoulder. She leaves. Your phone. I'm one of those guys I can get in a window. So I get the reservation. Then we end up going. And I do extra on the reservation.
Dope.
I learned this from when I was very young. So let's say I go to Spur. So this
I go to spaces where there's no reservation needed.
So I'll give Machita. Here's a pro tip as a Hotmandin. Let's say you guys are going to Spur. Go there the earlier in the day. Say you want a reservation. Say the reservation is for what. Know who the manager is on duty at the time that you're going there.
Yeah.
Ne? Make sure that you introduce yourself to the manager. If it's a kamala usbo, yabo, go look for a reservation for usbo. Ne? If it's going to kamala ka tips, mina going usbo okay. Now sends up a relationship. It's going to have a number. It's on the way to spare. I'm coming through. By the way, this is usbo. No, I remember to a colleague reservation yako 6:30 ngiphethe. Petit memla. Nsespe. You know what it feels like for usis when you walk into a space and the manager says, "Hey, Sbo, how are you doing?"
No,
Hey, Sbo. No, we've got your table. What happens here? She's done. She's so wet, she's slipping off she can't even sit. She's so wet, she's slipping off the chairs. Because now you're a big deal, even because it's Spur. So I do the reservations because I learned from a very young age. You would see, the most coldest place. But manager, hey, Pen, and your waiter is uban. Check what the fuck? So she struggled to get a reservation. Ne? I call, I do, I want, flop. Asam, we'll find a different restaurant. Ne? I know where we're going, where she tried and failed. Next thing says, she's like, oh no, but they fully booked. Mang eating is a puma, that's the manager. Ben, how are you, bro? Mang eating a pegale. How did you manage to do this?
Nizwile!
Manager, let's get you guys to your table. Let's make sure. It's disgustingly packed. But there's a table for two, just waiting. There's already a fire. There's 2 blankets. I said, no, it's fine. There's blankets waiting. There's a big bonfire right next to us. I already said, she drinks this, I drink that. And then we want little shots of, please can they be ready on the table. By the time we get there, she's seeing, hey, this is my drink. This is his drink. These are the and I just pull a chair. Reservation, Machita, is done not for her per se, but for you.
And
whether you're going to a spare, whether you're going to marble, you do these things so that when you are correct, or even financially, are you correct financially? So that you can ask, how much is this, how much is that, how much is this? Uplan financially, yes, and then I also back in the day, right financially, I pre-ordered Guti, this is what we're gonna eat as a starter, this is what we have what are the combos and the specials. I'd already planned that. So the way to even bring the menu.
Hang on, Roman, hey, do it.
That's a garlic roll.
For Roman, for those who go to restaurants and I'm a reservation, Nizwile. Tina, when you don't go to spaces where there's reservations.
I'm saying Spur doesn't have reservations.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if you do that, I think we're talking to single guys.
Yeah.
I mean, this is for single guys. This is what makes you the cut above the rest. It doesn't cost you to do
Thanks for the game, my boy. Do
I know.
Hey, man, I've taken some rubbish women to places, and the second they go there, just based on the chats, okay, umelta into I understand.
I'm so.
Waiter is how are you? How do you know my name? Melty lokele ukuthi manje swaziwa manager imbize ngegama, iwaitress imbize ngegama.
Danko bafethu.
Ngiyazaba
Man kayi game up your mara bafethu. You believe in reservations?
Yeah, definitely if you're taking a lady out,
cool.
You have to lay the ground.
Sweet.
I was first date, so I'm not first. So this is not first
date.
No, I don't believe in going out and paying money.
Yeah, but a reservation is planning. Do your planning.
Yeah, yes. So a reservation is planning. So for me, first date.
Was scenario?
It's fine. I'm just talking about reservations.
Okay, sure.
First date for me is no financial. I'm saying sister.
You're just entertaining this, but for you.
I'm saying sister, don't give bum. I'm saying brother, don't put money.
Sharp. Number 3.
First date.
But brother, know what you're doing.
Yes, know what you're doing. But choli. Because again, this woman or man could just not be your person. So spend so much resource on nothing.
Number 3, you need to Uber her or pick her up.
First date.
Yeah, this is first date, Babet.
First date is like a code.
Yeah, won't come into my life again.
First date. Askara choli.
Yeah,
guys, I want to be very clear.
This is first date.
Once you say so then I believe there's a level of responsibility and accountability to umuntu wako. Then all better off. If you're a guy who financially is strong and you want to give her a girlfriend allowance of 100,000, masaku umuntu wako, I have no say. It's not your person yet.
That's what this thing is about.
Yeah, one.
First date in Donam.
So it's not your person.
Yeah.
And you're ubarisha. Like, give me phone. I'll Uber you, but you must come humble. You must come humble. And it's all figure bajaj. Yeah, I'd say it's all figure packets.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm showing you Uber Black and Uber X.
Where umuntu wa mean?
Hey, first date, man. Where no man?
You came humble and you said, "Yo, I understand. Just right now, I'm not in a really good financial space. I really want to sit with you and chat and take a. I'm just you be humble. Okay. Then I'll consider it.
Okay, Tube, we all must get there by ourselves.
Yeah.
I believe on getting yourself. Sure. But Tube, if she comes in humbly, is it lise
Definitely.
You would Uber,
yeah.
Humbly.
Okay.
Yes.
There's this. We're on number 1.
But it's not off the bat.
We're on number 4. Number 4, I didn't read it. It's very ridiculous. He says you must buy her something to eat earlier on in the day. So we don't figure out on the date.
So wings 12.
Yes.
I think maybe for me.
It's got no trouble.
I would say, factor in just nothing expensive, just like something to eat.
Not on a date.
First date, Dube.
Dube is not hearing what you said. Read it again. Dube didn't hear.
You must buy her something to eat before the date.
Before the date.
So if the date is at
Send her
6,
food.
buy her something maybe ngo 2 o'clock. It's snacking nyana. Angazi lapha yalambe kakhulu.
Isneko uzosithola lapha siwalk.
No, bro, it's not your person.
Yeah.
And this goes both ways. I don't want to be.
It's not a, for me, it's we're there, we're going to be walking, spending time, talking.
Getting to know each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If-
I've
if-
got snacks.
If it's my person,
Yeah, that's different in Tonam.
it's different.
Sure.
But I'm saying, Muti, we're not yet there. So, I mean, I've got no qualms with guys who are willing to split the bill because we're still getting to know each other.
Yes.
If it's a different story,
Yeah.
if we are now together, that's why I'm saying, Muti, with Umem, we've got dates where she takes me out on a
Yeah,
date.
for sure.
Hey, now what man takes out on a date and I'm driving and because we are no Ochola.
Ochola where?
Me and Chola yena.
Oh, sure.
On those dates.
Yeah.
They're few and far between, but I appreciate when they come.
Dope.
Yeah, but not first date, bro.
Is it? No. Okay. Buy her something. Magafika lapha. Flowers, chocolate, whatever it is. What do you guys
Snacks.
think?
I'm not buying her snacks. I'm buying snacks because we're taking a walk or a hike.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not buying her
snacks.
anything. If she said, maybe this might be me being a hypocrite or contradicting myself. If she says, hey, bruv, come through to my place. Ne? If she says, come through to my place, and there's the potential of getting bam.
Oh, you're thinking of BAM, girl.
No, let's say there's the potential of bam within the chats. And we're still chatting. I'm trying to get to a point where I'm trying to talk about value exchange. If there's she'll cook. Oh, come to my place. We don't have to drive somewhere. I'll cook for us. If she, as a first date, invites you over, she's cooking or she's saying she'll pay for the hiking spot.
Never go on a date, your first date, to the lady's place. Never.
No, but if-
ngeke.
No,
Huh?
but hear me out.
Mlotshwa.
I'm saying,
Hey, utlabona amasipho.
hear me out.
Hey, utlabona amasipho.
Hear me out. I'm saying if she's already proposing a value exchange of some sort, hey, listen, I've got tickets to go and watch UJ Choir,
Yeah.
right? Can we just go? And that's the first date. She's already got 2 tickets for you and her.
Sure.
That means has a investment in you from a financial point. Then I'll come with flowers because it's a value exchange. Because she's paid 80, 150, whatever the cost may be to me to go and enjoy. Then I'll come through with flowers to say, thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you so much, brother. That's what I believe in, value exchange. So give me, if it's a first date and we're just going for...
Do it. For Nicole.
With ice, please, not like happy.
So if she's just going straight and saying, I must just buy her flowers and jewelry, and there's no real value exchange, and as jolly. Meaning, when I tell the way I'm stuck is that askaga jolly, in the sense of, I'm not yours, you are not mine. I don't understand why I'm paying for anything. That's what I'm trying to, that's where I'm stuck. Because we're just getting to know each other. Why must we get to know each other on my financial what? That's where I'm stuck. It's the same way that it's like me expecting the girl to give it up on the first date. I'm not expecting the girl to give it up on the first date. The same way I'm not expecting the guy to pay on the first date. I'm saying first date is just merely us getting to know each other. But if she comes through with this is what I'm offering, and she can't say, oh, I'm giving of my time, because he's giving of his time.
Can I ask something very controversial? There were...
I need to go smash it twice, but go for it.
Oh, why?
No, but I want to hear what your controversial thing is.
No, it's not controversial. There was a time, can we agree that there was a time and era where if you go on a date or there was an unwritten code ukuthi soshaya nebusuku?
Still there.
So,
Oh, it's still there. Oh, I thought the
Take you
new
back
thing
home.
is melungtshele.
No, it's still there.
Oh,
I guess it
it's-
depends on like how.
it's some girls that
get
might
it.
have been too drunk when they leave with you, or something happens to change her mind. I don't know what the case may be. But if, and again, maybe I'm mansplaining. I'm trying to understand the female psyche, which I don't understand. If I'm leaving with a man to his place, what am I assuming will happen?
No, but women will say, how much I 69 always she's like, why? But the modern woman, and I've heard this a lot, she says, whatever happens, happens. But if I say no, I say no. But I'm not assuming that the deed will take place.
I guess now because sexual assaults and all these kinds of things have become such a scourge, you know. Then there's now this very big question about because also for me, like you're saying, if we're leaving a place together, we've just drank, now we're going to my place.
Sure.
Then there's an expectation of sex.
Who sets the expectation? Muslim cheat, I know that, but does the woman also?
I think women also expect sex, but now I guess for me it's how do we then communicate that both of us are actually okay with it happening? You know, because in a situation where we don't overtly say to each other, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah. At the club before you leave to go to your place.
Wait, let's say Sesla, we're at the place now.
Okay, sure.
Is there non-verbal cues? Because for me, this is also another thing that I feel like we need to unpack. Because if we're leaving a place, sesfika manje sesla, siyatintana, and we're not saying, yes, this is actually what we're doing, we've said it non-verbally. But who's to say, Guti, this communication has been registered and it's clear?
Hey, that thing is tough.
The moment you say that,
that thing is tough.
They will call you a rape apologist. The reality is that 60% of communication is not verbal. We know this. This is a statistical fact. Mina, to me, I ask sisters. I'm not saying, Guti, now you're going agreeing. I'm saying, Guti, when you leave with a man post club to his place,
sure,
what are you hoping for? And many of them get stuck.
Like, there was a time where that thing was not even a question. I know with my uncle's era.
Bro, let me tell you something. Our era, like literally varsity life. If a chick says, I'm going home with Penson. Exactly. It's something that started like after 2013, 2014. So I'm very cautious of how I word it because they're going to, the guys are rape apologists. I'm just trying to understand with this new era, what is sissy? You say, I'm going home with Penson.
What do you expect?
I'm trying to understand so that I can advise guys. My age is coming home. I just want to sleep. Go home to your place then. Go home to your place. You don't have to come and sleep at my place. No, sir, you can have breakfast tomorrow. No, you sleep at your place, I sleep at my place. We'll chat in the morning and then we'll go have breakfast. So breakfast is still on the table, but we don't need to. Yeah, because like you look at the way that Black Twitter defines rape, it doesn't align with how the law defines rape. Because 100%. Black Twitter will say she was too drunk, she didn't give consent. The law will say you were drunk, she was drunk, therefore both of you guys didn't give consent. But Black Twitter still, as you said, puts the role on men. And I'm saying, boss is there to guide us so that guys don't have this expectation. Because I went and I dropped 4,000 rand. Bottle of Verve to you, your friends, you then leave your friends and say to your 4 friends, I'm going home with Penson. My primitive Neanderthal brain means ngiyawina la. There was never a clear-cut no, we are not being intimate.
Yeah.
There was never that because we all know a no. Ne? It was like, hi, Penson manje, wenzani? Ne? And for us, at a certain time, not today, but a certain time, that spoke to, don't I try harder?
Yes. That's the problem.
Because we come from a space where when you say, wenzani ngeke, and then you stopped and then she look at you and say, uyangisaba yini?
Exactly.
And you're like, but you said no, so we come from the generation where the type of no you heard was not the no, don't touch me.
Yes.
We all understand a no, don't touch me. Then I'll sleep on the couch, you sleep on the bed, we'll figure it out tomorrow morning. Ne? I'm saying so that we can help each other as a community. What is it when you leave with me to my place and leave your friends? What is it that I need to prime myself on?
I'll say this, Ninja. Advice to the girls. Every guy, you guys are drunk, coming back from the club.
Staboso too.
Yeah, I really too.
Yeah.
And the guy says, come through to my place. The guy wants palm.
That's a fact.
That must be your first thing you must think of.
I'm saying usisi. I need to usisi.
But women are questioning that as well. That's why I'm putting it out as almost a fact.
No,
that they're saying,
but sisters,
how do you know they don't cheat?
No, when you speak to a sister privately on the side, she'll tell you, "Good eye, that's we got the dog one." I'm saying, but if you go to our guiding compass now, which is social media, they'll be like, just because a girl went home with you doesn't mean she wanted to sleep with you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's what they'll say publicly. Privately, we know the conversations we have with sisters. I'm saying, Uti, boss is betu. We had a great time out. We both intoxicated. We get the Uber. We go home. What is it that we need to now do? Because uno wako is not the no that we know. It's not a...
And then they're going to tell you, must we teach men about no?
No.
The thing is, man, women sometimes don't want to have the actual conversation so that we learn from each other.
But you must teach us because the no has changed over time. Because I personally, this is me talking myself, I've met on a girl who said, "Ay, but Penson ngeke squares." And I said, okay, this is sharp. And then she went and she told her friends, go to Penson yangisaba because nje ngumrejectile, but it's not fighting.
A lot of guys have went through that. Yeah.
I'm not alone. Oh, and now I'm hearing from my friends, Penson, why did you give up on my friend? Why did you give up on my friend? I was like, because your friend said it's not going to work out, things on to. So she said no. And but she didn't say no. She said no, but it wasn't like a no.
It's no, dude.
So now I have to go back and say, how manje prudence, and you would say no, yeah, but you just clearly didn't want it bad enough. How? Okay, guide me so that I'm not a pervert. I'm not a forget italal. I'm not a pervert. I'm not an Epstein. Guide me so that I don't overstep whatever boundary line.
But the issue then, they would say to you are taking away the flirtatiousness of it.
The dance.
You're taking away into another. When of yes or no. So you're taking away that playfulness.
I've said this to so many guys when girls say, choke me. And I've said to guys, bruh, don't choke her. All right. Don't choke her. If she says slap her, don't slap her. And then I've heard girls on the side say, what the fuck were you talking about, Penson? Why would you get up? I was like, sis, during a point of intimacy, you literally said he's a violent guy because of shying him bam. You never said you asked him to. You omitted that part. So the guys are trying to maneuver this landscape because we understand how sensitive it is
very
with
sensitive.
GBV and rape because it's a big issue that we're carrying. So just guide the guys. No, but guys should know. Who taught their grandfathers? Well, our grandmothers didn't just say what you say. They didn't say what you were saying. Yeah, but they were oppressed. Okay, I agree with everything you say. Can you just guide us? Who guided them? Machita are now in my holding for the next 3 months. Because whether halfway through, you guys were being intimate. You were saying Umchita was doing whatever angle, ne, when we are Joel and Umchita. Ne, uno Mandla. Umandla, you liked him forever, so you are willing to give him palm. Ne? Umandla, in the act of giving you backstrokes, uyakuspenka is that might leave a mark. So all rise.
All right, Mafana.
Yeah. But you didn't say, Mandla, I've got a person. Make sure you don't leave evidence that I need to explain tomorrow when I'm giving umuntu wami palm. Because now there's a man handprint. Because when my man is putting his hand on this palm print, isandla sakhe sincane, isandla sakhe. And isandla sakhe was cool when I was playing basketball. Now, now I must explain. And I say to sisters, do whatever you want, but can you articulate it to who you're doing it with? If you are saying you want to come to my place just purely to watch Netflix, Friends,
say
Friends, can you just articulate? But he should know. No one in this world is a mind reader. Tell him, 100%, you're not going to go back into his place.
My sister said no, and when I was ready, and you're killing them, Oponyel.
Am I allowed to be
that time?
Can I be raw?
That time.
Can I be raw?
That time, Donna.
Can I be disgusting? Can I?
You're gonna be disgusting.
No, I'm asking.
You must go.
No,
go all the way.
No. You can't. Can I be disgusting?
Let me finish.
Finish proper. Sorry. My bad. Is there a shake?
I know niggas like, hey, please leave. I would 2-3 a.m. like, I'll call you the Uber. Just leave.
I've got a friend. This is not me. I haven't told my story yet. I've got a friend tells the lady to leave.
No.
Ne?
It's tough.
The lady says, no, I'm already here. I just want to sleep. Ne? He says, tops, I'm going to go sleep in the other room. And he says, so me and you, we're not having sex. And the girl says, that's not happening.
Good.
And he says, are you sure? I don't want to pressure you. No. He's like, can I call a friend over? This is his words. Can I call a friend over? She says, you can do whatever. It's your place. So he calls a friend. And the friend is another Mary. Calls a chick. She's sleeping in the main room.
With him?
No, not with him.
I know.
She says there's nothing happening.
Sure.
She says there's
the lady sits by herself in another room.
She says there's nothing happening. He says, I respect your decision. Ne? I respect your decision. Ne? You can take the main room. I'll take the guest room because he stays in a 2-bedroom flat. I'll sleep in the other room. Can I please call a friend of mine? She says, bro, this is your place. Do whatever the fuck you want. That's her words.
Sharp.
So he calls through. And he's calling Ugel. Girl comes through. Ne? Ugel comes through. Girl comes through. Sharp. She's tossing. She wakes up because she's hearing my shots. She opens. She goes crazy. What the fuck? These are 2 separate rooms.
Oh.
It's not like they're in one room or 2 beds.
Oh.
These are 2 separate rooms.
Why is she angry, man?
He says, but we spoke. You said no. I'm going to me and you, we hooked up in a club. Ne? There's no tie between me and you. As Jolie, as since Nexi, we met up in a club. I took you home. I thought I was going to win with you. Wena, Usuti, no. I respect your decision and I'm not going to press. And then on top of that, I'm asking, can I call somebody?
You said yes.
You said yes. Ne? Sing Shama back shortly. When you wake up and you go crazy. Ugel is like, fuck you. This is fucking bullshit. What did I do? At every point, I respected everything you said.
Yeah.
What am I doing that's wrong?
He said no.
You said no, and I said respect. You took the main room with the TV and everything. I'm sleeping on a single bed. Siyafika. What am I doing that's wrong? I can't, bro. Like for me, I need a full buy-in. Because I know, yes, people change their mind, and I respect them changing their mind.
Yes.
I just need to know what I'm doing, because I don't want to invest. It's. Let's take. I got to Joburg in 2013. As a teacher, I applied to 27 different schools, and it's either I didn't get a respond or I got rejected 27 times. I couldn't get a school. Yeah. I eventually got a school through window. I've never used my CV ever since. When I chat to people and they say I say, look, I'm not interviewing. I don't interview. You heard me from where you heard me from. It's either we are going in this risk, you taking a risk with me, I'm taking a risk with you, and we're going it together, or we're not. You don't need me in your place of business. Yeah. But best believe, now where I'm at, I'm comfortable. So if you're gonna go, we're gonna take a risk together. Yes or no? So if I'm taking you back to my place, I've got options, you've got options. You can go to 10,000 other guys' houses. So if you're going, we both are taking a risk together.
How do you tell her that?
I do. I use my mouth.
Okay, cool.
I use my mouth because I'm in a privileged space. Some guys might not have the options that I have.
Sure.
Ne? So I say that off the bat. Ne? But I don't want a situation where we get to a space. If you change your mind, I'll respect your decision. But Chief,
hey, I have to call someone.
I will even Uber black you back to your place.
Yeah.
But budget, see how vibrates on the path. Someone's gonna get the stick. They have to connect it. I will drive you back to Centurion.
Yeah.
If that's what makes you feel safe.
Yeah.
Because Uber, sharp. I'll drive you back. But just understand, it has to. The dating market, and maybe this is why I'm also desperate for love when I say Zona, is because I don't want to deal with that.
Sure.
I don't want to deal with that. I don't do. Any woman who's ever been in my life knows that I don't do a month end. I don't do 3 months. I don't do 6 months.
All the way in.
I'm in, bro. The relationship I'm in right now is my shortest relationship. And that's 2 years on the 23rd, Tuesday. That's the shortest relationship I've been. I don't do this thing of like, you are half in, half out, maybe thinking, Sangena. Because I know that you've put yourself out there. I'm putting myself out there. Let's go. And I feel a type of way for our brothers and our sisters because they're constantly having to walk on eggshells. And sometimes our sisters are burdened with guys that are lying. And sometimes our brothers are burdened with sisters that can change their mind at any time. And it's tough, bro. Imagine you are mid-stroke.
What to know?
And she's now thinking about her man. Like you said something that triggers a thought of her man. Mid-stroke. You don't know the repercussions.
She must go home.
I know sisters personally who have lied and said they got raped because they got caught.
Yeah.
Cheating.
No, 100%.
Raped. And they get to court and you put the shows on my WhatsApp. And then the best thing they say is that the law doesn't protect women. No, the law doesn't protect liars, whether you are male or female. Yeah. If you're a liar and you got caught out, how's the law going to protect you? It can't protect you.
I know 2 guys. Yeah.
I know so many. I know 10 guys that have never slept in jail because
But I'll prove.
they've got WhatsApps. Because they not WhatsApps of before, they've got WhatsApps of the day after. Oh my God, last night was so amazing.
Done.
You are just like the best I've ever had.
Done.
I'm talking about guys that have the post-mortem.
Yeah.
The guys I'm talking about. And then Sissy gets caught for whatever reason because got the chola. Now, no repeat.
And I didn't flop, eh?
And then when we mention it,
Ibangati.
we are rape apologists.
Yeah, no, I
we,
hear you.
we literally, as a society, we literally listened to the voice notes between Ladies and Mlotshwa. As a society, we heard the voice notes. No, I did that because I was trying to get your attention. We literally heard.
No, that's true.
Usisi wethu. Samthanda lo sisi, samhlonipha lo sisi, but we heard the voice notes.
That's true, man.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you 100%.
So it makes it very grey because we say, Sisi, we love and respect you and we want to support you. Boti, we love and respect you and respect you. Yeah, but singenza kanjani? If Boti is wrong, bro, you did the
How do you solve
punishment.
it? I mean,
You did the punishment to the crime.
on a very bigger case was Warumchita, Pirates of the Caribbean. That was a huge
Depp.
case last year, yeah?
Johnny Depp.
Oh, did you listen to those voice notes? Oh,
Bro.
Lo sister Levan, I lose a case in Tona Ongati. Shy 10 not. You're like, oh, sister, he's abusive, he's violent. No. You're lying. Like, you are lying.
I've sat in a courtroom listening to a sister saying, he hit me.
Okay?
I'm sitting in the courtroom.
When are you Vanomchit?
Mina I'm supposed to cheat.
Sharp.
And siprintiwe my WhatsApp.
Well,
And literally it's judgy. But when I look at this, it tells me that you were the one that started the physical violence.
You were the aggressor.
You were the aggressor. Do you know what the sister says? Yeah, but with that being said, a man can't hit a woman. And the court says,
People can't hit each other.
I'm gender neutral. I've heard the male judge say this. I've heard female judges say this. They say, I'm gender neutral.
Yeah.
In every time you're speaking, one thing that has been certain is that you introduced not just the physical, but the verbal abuse.
Yeah.
And he has all right to defend himself. And now you saying I must take your side. We've got a bigger problem in society because there are so many sisters who are in abusive relationships, who are being physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, psychologically abused. Now, how do we manage the ones that are just entitled to, because I'm female, you can't do this to me, versus the ones who are actually going through real life pain? It's a hard one, bro.
Yeah.
You spoke about single moms. I don't know if you remember, like 4 or 5 episodes ago.
Okay.
Our heart goes out to these type of women. But these women are piggybacking off these women.
Fact.
We all love, respect, and feel for these women. But because she's softy for laba, you guys are piggybacking off them. Manje, what now? Nesibulale. Because there's that dissonance. Sezenjani, because you guys are liars. You guys are omitters. You guys are manipulators. You wanted a bottle of Verve. You wanted a bottle of Moe. You wanted a bottle of this. You wanted weave. You wanted nails. You wanted Uber Black. You wanted wah. Mid-stroke, you thought the fact you remembered kuti achol. You remembered kuti achol. Washawa killed.
Oh.
You didn't tell Upras. You said nothing. You didn't even change your energy. Ukhala the same way. Umchita is oblivious to it. kusasa to all rise. What do we do, bro? Because we understand the pain of so many sisters, but
Yeah, we need to figure out lessons, the plan of teaching each other, man.
so le don't want to teach us. These one want justice and want us to help, and I know 100% of the men that I know want to help this type of female.
Yeah.
These ones don't want to teach us because they want to use and manipulate laba so that they can gain what they get. But I sitting in prison and we've cancelled him. Java, you flop with it. When's wow. But we went in the bedroom. And I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm not saying she lied. I'm just saying, Guti, it becomes very grey. Because, again, when we hear these things, we feel your pain, this one. And sifuna ukukuthanda sikusupport. Now, we feel your pain and sifuna ukukuthanda sikusupport. But it seems as if there's so many things that we don't know. We're not privy.
It's hard to get to the truth.
But it seems because of the results of the law, Singati somehow, somewhere, they got to that conclusion. Now that they've got to a conclusion, what do we do? Same thing with Mbali Mlotshwa. We want to love and respect Usiswetu. Ne? We do. Then other things come out, and she did this to this person. We want to love and respect you. But Singati, you're not giving us the full picture. So what do we do? Do we go back to that hashtag believe all women? Knowing that women, just like us men, we lie?
Yeah, but remember that hashtag believe all women? They put me list. And then the perpetrator was like, bully case. 90% didn't open the case. Even 98%.
No, but
because they realized, but hey, not even realize they knew it.
So I've told the story before. I was in a bit of a higgy with this chant. So Umchita uvuli case against me for assault.
Sure.
Ne? I'm sober as fuck. Ne? I'm sober as fuck. So when I write my statement, I'm in a sober state from get because I was driving. He was drunk. And he even wrote in his statement he was drunk. And he literally goes crazy and he says, because of Penson, so Penson was shy. I'm like, bro, you were the instigator. You started this shit, bruh.
Sure.
There's cameras. There's witnesses. You started this thing, and it's a trap, boy. And I'm telling him, now he's opening. Now I need to go pay for his medical this and his medical that, and I was like, nah, bruh. Go legal. Let's see. That's his case. If anything, he's the one who's actually wrong. Which phela mina ngithi phela udakiwe so mina ngiyamuva phela ka
mshaya boy.
Hayi ngamshaya perfect baba 10-0
KO.
Perfect
knockout.
But it's the same thing with sisters because she's drunk, he is drunk. Why do you assume that the law must now punish the man harder than you? Why? Anyway, I don't want to get too emotional. I want to talk about Charlie Kirk. I want to talk about consequences.
I mean, I admire other things, man. Bill Gates and the other thing.
I literally wanted to speak about being a good man. I wanted to speak about how we present ourselves. I wanted to speak about autonomy. Because we say whatever we want to say without consequences.
Tina.
Yeah. I had an argument with Dubafo. Because he was on his side and I was on the other side. And I was like, it's because sometimes we speak things without consequences. Anyway, let's wrap it up. Let me go home. Let's go home. Can we wrap up?
How long is it? Which one?
No, I need to. I've got a long day. This weekend for me is a busy weekend. Huh?
It's actually 2 hours though.
Damn!
This is where last words.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. I think in light of these things we've spoken about, like for me, there's nothing more I can say apart from the fact that if umjita, like as Abba would say, is kupule mfethu.
Who's Abba?
Like literally is
You know
kupule.
Abba, I'm like, if I show you a picture, you know him.
Okay.
Yeah, you've met Abba.
No, you was here when you were Maupuma.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't know who Abba is.
Anyway. Yeah, but if umjita uzikhuphule, there's a lot happening in the world, man.
Parting words?
If you're a lady, you're living with a guy, expect that he wants sex. And if you're not willing to give it
Living
up
with
to
a guy?
Yeah, Maupuma from a club. No, sorry.
Leaving.
Leaving. Isilungu ntona ngakhohlwa ngiqedanga ngithi daddy, yabona.
You what Jam?
When you are Maupuma eklabini, nomjita and wakakushela, it's in the AMs. He's expecting bum.
Even in the PMs.
Yeah, if you're not, yes, exactly. Even if whether, yeah. So if you don't want to give up bum, don't live with the guy, because now there's gonna be chaos when you guys get there. So please, ladies, don't live nomjita if you're not willing to give it up. Don't live with him at all, please. Don't get there and then he's gonna say, no, I wanted it, you didn't tell me. No, just don't live with the guy. Just make it very clear. Doesn't put I know. That's my parting word. Words.
I think for me it's like we do this AMAGENTS, but zamukhulisa our peers, our juniors, our seniors, males and females. And I know sometimes we get a lot of harsh comments.
Shit, we do. Yeah.
But like, as much as we have banter, but we're trying to ukulekelela where we can, you know? And we've seen a lot of the challenges because going back to Inception, I think I'm a good guy, you think you're a good guy, you think you're a good guy. We're not trying to be anything outside of us. Yeah, and I think it can be misconstrued at times. It might be people that call us this or call us that. Hey guys, we just want what's best for society. We don't want our sisters being under pressure. We are all anti-GBV, anti-rape, anti-violence on both ends, you know, male or female. And I think as long as we can have these conversations, honestly, you know, without hidden agendas, I disagree, with those type of things. I think everything gets sorted out in an honest, open conversations. Anyway, let me go home. Long day. I've had a long day, excessively. And I came here tired, bro.
Yeah, and
I came here tired.